1 p.m. And I would like to ask, I'll ask Kala to do the opening prayer.
Father in heaven, thank you for this day, and I just pray that you please be with us as we are going into this meeting. I pray that you help us to pay attention and get through this meeting and vote. Please be with us, and we love you, Lord, so much. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Okay, thank you. And I looking for a motion to approve the agenda. Okay. Mary G. Begay. Second. Loretta. TC. Okay, questions, comments, concerns? Only thing is we do have a number 8 on your agenda. Number 8, it says proposed resolution regarding Page Unified School District. We waited on them to give us the information, so they didn't. But we do have a resolution, and it's, I'll have the secretary read it.
So number 8 is going to be changed to approving and supporting Navajo Nation Council Legislation 0052-24 in action relating to to health, education, and human services, approving 2024 to 2028 Navajo Nation School Board Apportionment Plan.
That'll be number 8. And then the only other change is on the under upcoming scheduled meetings. For number 5, Western Agency Grazing Meeting, instead of March 19, it's going to be March 14. They changed the date on that. But with those changes, okay. Oh, and the veterans meeting is the first, April 1st. At 12, at noon. So, veterans, let them know that they do hold a monthly meeting. Oh, and then it'll be on daylight savings time, that's right. But let them know that there is a meeting that the veterans hold, and make sure that they attend and participate. Any other comments, concerns? Yep. As you notice, our planning meeting is going to be on April Fool's Day too. And that's no joke. Yeah. Okay. As you look through this, remember Sunday, daylight savings time starts. The Navajo Nation will be operating on daylight savings time. So just remember that. But we do have a resolution from way back when as a vice president, I remember in my first term, we had passed a resolution saying that the chapter was going to stay on Arizona time. And we never rescinded it. So in actuality, this chapter is supposed to operate on Arizona time year-round. So just to let you know, think about that. All right. Any other comments, questions, concerns? Okay, Atenoe. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain? Okay. Approval of the agenda passes with 24 approval, 0 oppose, 4 abstain. Approval of the last meeting minutes, February 12th, 2024. Need a motion? And the meeting minutes were posted on the website. Okay, Jamie. Notice Dean motions and Ronaldo Willie seconds. Questions, comments, concerns? And if you do want a copy, a paper copy, just go to the office over there and request a copy, and they'll make a copy for you. Atenoe, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain? Okay. Approval of the last meeting minutes passes with 22 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Now we come to our presentations. Shada, Ms. Alcee, did our council delegate give the report? Okay. I think that she may be listening to other meetings too. She did say that our council delegate is in the council chamber for an emergency meeting today. So, but we do have Elsie's report, and it's posted on the website. Go ahead, Miss Loretta. Okay. Thank you for the comment, Shada. We will go ahead and post it's already posted on the chapter website, and then we'll post it outside so people can read it. Okay, on to the next, grazing representative, Abanat Shah.
Well, yeah, thank you. She trying to get a Siku to bring in his hello, yeah. His code, no, it's just saying that people are not using him. I'm going to use you to turn in your papers, so I need one more on it. So we can spend our money on a hay. Grain, so we look forward to. We'll ask him again, see what he says. The incentive have a schedule, but I was looking for it. I need how to say another athlete and lifestyle. There's some money to come by. The net January beat the seals. So we don't know where it is today. So was looking for the schedule on it. Every year, starting from January, he did a management. That's what it's all entailed. Now, branding season should be working on the branding schedule. Now, please try to post it and pick up your. So you can pick up your branding schedule. That way you be ready. Last year, we skipped a lot of them. And we have only from our District 2 area, only 4 people overgrazed. 4 permit holders are overgrazing in our area. Over 60. So that we try to work on that to tell them bring it down and get it back within the limit. So but if like I always tell you, if you do a tally count and then after that you sell some, make sure bring in your receipt so we can re-record it and then resubmit new tally count on it. So what number of the snow, and then they still have it, and that's how they show that it's overgrazing. So so we'll try to schedule out some of it. Get some District 2 grazing meetings schedule. Posted all this. Every time we post something, somebody takes it. So so be careful on that. Sean. Next week, District 2 grade meeting in Shantou. So, it in Haban, okay, so. Make sure shots are get a lifestyle get out, get them vaccinated and everything. So, it is done he can't all this. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you for that report. Now we're going to go question, Jenna. Go ahead.
It is, your family, I had a family that they have permit holder that long. So, she so, what, the question, tally count? Yeah. Wow. Hey, lifestyle, the permit holders, I know we vote them in, but we try to get them to come to the meeting. They don't. We try to let them come to District 2 grazing meeting. They don't come. Very few permittees meeting. That's where all the permit holders should be. Attend. There is a lifestyle sanity fun arginante. There's also hard that the are restricted. It does about that all. It a bandai on Virginia. Okay, so what that credit is question. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your comments and concerns. But like he said, the money that comes in for livestock, it's restricted fund. It's strictly funded for that. So we can't put it anywhere else. Auto tally counts, I know that the grazing representative go to the homes of the people that own livestock. And I think that he has to be present for any of those tally counts. They can't come in to say, they're going to get more strict on that. I think that's what they were saying. So now, they're going to be a little more strict on how they do their tally counts. Okay, there's no old business, so we'll be going to our new business. Number one,
TBK 2024-068-001, accepting and approving the February 2024 budget report.
Vernon. Hold on. Budget report or reconciliation? Oh, okay. Okay. I think that they haven't reconciled February because it's not posted in the because of the ARPA monies that came in for one of the projects for the renovation and bathroom addition. Right? Or renovations. So we can come back to it. They're going to go ahead and work on posting that so we can come back to this resolution. Can we go on with the next one? Okay. All right, number 2.
Number 2, TBK 2024068-002, accepting and approving the monthly cash receipt deposits for February 2024 in the amount of $375.31 as budgeted.
Okay, motion. Pearl Smith. Second. Loretta. TC. Questions, comments, concerns? If there's none, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. Okay. Oppose? Abstain? Okay. TBK 2024-068-002 passes with 24 approval, 0 opposed, 0 4 abstain. Number 3.
Number 3 is TBK 2024-068-003, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $1,000 from Fund 10-6607, seminars and registration, to Fund 10-202, travel expense $1,000 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Okay, motion. Okay, I'll put Calla Smith. Second. Okay, Pearl Smith. I think there's no rule on that. It's only if the only if this was pertaining to them. Yeah. Without a, they have to not motion or second. Okay. Mr. TC. Your name escapes me. Loretta Alfred, almost at author. Okay, motion made by Keller Smith, second by Alfred TC. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay. It all still has to do with the way the budgets were. Remember how I always tell you that certain ones are restricted? There's fund codes that they make lay under the administration. There's a fund code for the administration. Under the administration, it has the different line items that are for that administration, expenses that they pay. Within that administration, the line item, between the line items, you can transfer money where it needs to be within that code. But the administration money here, and then let's say there's a utility one down here. Those are two different fund codes. So we can't take money from administration to utility because they're two different fund codes. The only way we transfer money is within the same fund code, they call it, because under that has line items that are budgeted. So in this case, this one is pertaining to just the administration, what's in the administration, and that's part of the line items. But for the utility, under a different code. So in that budget line, most of it is being used, which pertains to office equipment, utilities. So that's how the budgets are made, and that's what the different fund codes are. Any other questions? Okay. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain? Did I see a hand go up or oppose? None? Okay. TBK 2024-068-003 passes with 22 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 4.
TBK 2024-068-004, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $50 from Fund 106417 Internet Service to Fund 106202 Travel Expense. Fund, $50 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Motion? Ronaldo? Willie? Second? Alame? Chi? Questions, comments, concerns? Monthly. Any other questions? Okay, no other questions, comments, or concerns? I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Raise them up high. Oppose? Abstain? TBK 2024-068-004 passes with 23 approval, 0 oppose, 5 abstain. Okay, well, now we'll go back to number 1.
Number 1. Number 1, TBK 2024-068-001, accepting and approving the February 2024 budget report. Currently, right now, we have number 1, general activity fund of $7,806.57. Personnel and travel is $130,504.48. Trust funds is $13,516.91. Summer youth employment is $2,495.88. Housing discretionary is $16,857.57. Local governance, $22,352.45. Chapter official stipend is $25,150.03. Scholarship general fund, which is $14,244. Scholarship claim funds, which is $4,316. PEP is $46,794.78. The veterans is $8,988.78. Emergency is $58,331.37. Chapter maintenance operation is $9,468.12. Nomination sales tax is $3,599.72. Agricultural fund is $13,478.47. Unhealthy food tax is $102.90. Our number 36 is the ARPA projects funds. We are at $1,202,895.67. bringing us a total of $1,580,903.70.
Okay. Motion? Pearl, second, Billy. Billy Goodman Jr. Questions, comments, concerns? No question on why we have over a million? No. It's- This is the first and last time I think we'll have that much. Yeah. There'll probably be more than that coming in as within the next couple months, 3 months, as we get the warehouse money and then house wiring money, all of that. It'll be, how much was it we were budgeted for? 2 million? 2 million, over 2 million for the project here. So, no questions, comments, or concerns. So we'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-068-001 passes with 24 approval, 0 oppose, 4 abstain. Number 5.
TBK 2024-068-005, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $750 from Fund 036390, other supplies and expenses, to Fund 036352, purchase of foods, $750 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Motion? Okay, motion? Billy? Okay. Second? Mary TBK. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? If there's none, call for the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. Oh, wrong one. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-068-005 passes with 22 approval, 0 oppose, 6 abstain. Number 6.
TBK 2024-068-006, approving and adopting the Ts'ah Bii chapter emergency plan in combination with the Natas An Aljeto Shantuo Ts'ah Bii Kin Nas Regional Council's Emergency Plan.
Motion? Pearl Smith. Second? Billy Goodman Jr. Maha. Questions, comments, concerns? This was posted on the website. If you want a copy of it to look at it, we can do email because this is what, a 36 page or 20 page plan. So if you provide your email address, we can send it to you in the email. When you do look at this on the website where there's red lettering, those are the ones that are being changed from the black lettering to the red, right? So that will be changed in the NOS region emergency plan. Or in the chapter emergency plan. This is the NOS region, and this one is 36 page. So that's what this is. We have a NOS region chapter plan, NOS region emergency plan for the region. And then now this resolution is going to be adopting the one that is geared towards us and our community. Okay, so questions, comments, concerns? If there's none, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-068-006 passes with 22 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 7.
Number 7, TBK 2024-068-007, approving and adopting the Ts'ah Bii Kin chapter virtual hybrid meeting policy for the use of virtual attendance to attend chapter meetings once the Title 26 amendments are finalized. Again, this one here was posted on the website. And then this one here is just in preparation. So like I stated in the last chapter meeting, all the 110 chapters have to submit a resolution in to support the changes to the amendment in Title 26. Once that is complete, then every chapter has to create their own policy. So being that Ts'ah Bii Kin, we're ahead of the game, we established our own policy. So once those amendments are done, this policy will be in effect.
Okay, motion. Loretta. Tissy. And Billy. Okay, and Billy. Seconds. Okay, questions, comments, concerns?
So this resolution is so last chapter meeting, we submitted our resolution to support the amendments. This one, Iggy, is to say that we're gonna adopt this policy once all that is done and finalized up there. So once that's finalized, then this takes place.
Any other questions? And when you do review this, the policy that's posted on the website, when you do review this, you'll notice that the virtual hybrid meeting policy will be geared to the chapter meetings, the planning meetings, but it's going to also say in there that it is a virtual is okay for a chapter member to be a part of the chapter meeting virtually. Not us, not the chapter officials, nor the grazing, because here we're required that we have to be present in order to earn our stipend. So we made it like that, a location of chapter officials. The chapter officials must be present in the meeting room. If an official is unable to attend due to medical issue, attending official chapter business meetings, an approved excuse letter from the chapter president and or chapter manager is needed in order to claim stipend compensation. So, and besides just that, all of it has to be, all of us have to be here. And then the quorum, in the quorum, we put the presence of a quorum shall be established by audible roll call at the beginning of the meeting. The quorum shall consist of 25 enrolled chapter members with at least 75% in person. So we can't have a quorum unless there's 18 people here in this chapter meeting room. And then we can have 7 virtually or however much, but we put it in there that we at least have to have 18 in here. And then 7 can be virtual to make the 25 or more if more people join. So that's part of the chapter policy or the virtual policy that we came up with. Any questions, comments? Go ahead, Billy. Subcommittees, they can be virtual or in person. No quorum required for the chapter meeting, not chapter meetings, subcommittees, Ziki, Club C, veteran. Those are the only 2 we have right now, right? Club C and veteran. This is only going to be pertaining to chapter meetings and planning meetings. Yeah, if it's pertaining to chapter, where we have to be present, special meetings. Okay? No more questions, comments, concerns? I'll call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-068-007 passes with 24 approval, 0 oppose, 4 abstain. Number 8.
Okay, number 8, approving and supporting TBK 2024-068-008, approving and supporting the nomination council legislation 0052-24 and action relating to health, education, and human services, approving the 2024-2028 nomination school board apportionment plan.
Don't say we don't see it up there. Okay. Motion? Okay. Billy, Goodman Jr., and Pearl Smith. Questions, comments, concerns on this one? Basically, it's going back to how it was before. Shanto Preparatory School has its own school board. The only difference that we saw is that Kaibito and Tonalea are going to be together having one board. Jiki, right? And then all the others, it's going to go back to how it was before, local empowerment, going back to that instead of the way it is, because right now we only have one representative from here representing, I think it was Tuba Cities, Tonalea, Kaibito here, Shanto, was it Naupo Mountain? And Gap. One representative. There's only like 3 or 4 people with one board, which they put everywhere, whatever place they have it. But with this one, they're going to go back to the way it was before. That's the difference. Go ahead. Yes, I think so, because there were a lot of comments that came in. According to this, they even went beyond the deadline of February 24th for public comments. There were a lot of comments that were still coming in beyond the 24th of February. So they, the HESI board looked at all of them, and it was overwhelming. It seems to me like it was overwhelming that they go back to this the way it was. So yeah, I think schools felt like they were not represented. Or, yeah, it was kind of hard. That's what the board member from Shanto, that's what he said last chapter meeting. That was kind of hard because everything that the school has concerns about will not be all met or talked about. Okay. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Oppose? Abstain. TBK 2024-068-008 passes with 22 approvals, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Number 9.
Number 9, TBK 2024-068-009, approving and supporting the budget transfer of $750 from Fund 036390, other supplies expenses, to Fund 036321, gasoline vehicles, $750 to cover the shortfalls to date that were not anticipated.
Okay, motion. Calla Smith. Second. Mary G. Begay. Questions, comments, concerns? If there's none, call for the vote. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Opposed? Abstain. Okay, TBK 2024-068-009 passes with 22 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. And that concludes our resolutions. We don't have any for 10 or 11. So you can cross those out. Auto chapter reports, I just, 2 things. We attended, I guess, the Western Navajo chapter officials update last week. And we were told about the housing programs that the Navajo Nation has. CHID, one is called CHID, C-H-I-D, which is Community Housing Infrastructure Development. CDBG, which is Community Development. Community Block Grant Division or Department. Thank you. And then the other one is HIP, which is Housing Infrastructure Program or something like that. These are housing programs that can help not only the individual who's looking for a home or a community that's looking to build. And then CDBG, it's also to help fund projects such as house wiring, electrification. So they told us that during COVID, not a lot of that money was used. But since Navajo Nation is off the COVID emergency declaration, they said that there is money for those kind of things. So you will have to call them and talk with them. The HIP program, the HIP program, A is for individuals who's looking for a house, whether because they're homeless or because or low income. And they said that once you apply for a house assistant, sometimes it takes up to 4 years or beyond. But your application, once you file it, you just need to keep it updated for 4 years, they said. After the 4th year, if your application is not picked. If you're not picked for a house, then you'll have to reapply and do the same thing. So they gave us an example of a family, or a family who had applied and waited more than 10 years for it. She said that the child, I applied for this when my child was in kindergarten. My child are, they're in high school. No, but we convinced her to go ahead and reapply for it, to keep doing it. And she finally got selected for a house, So that's what they said. You have to be patient on that. And right now, she said that there are like 720 applicants, but the program itself, which is federally funded, only looks at 425 applications. But she said, but don't stop applying, she said. We can use this to justify why we need more money for this program. She said that they only get per year 500,000 for the program, 500,000. But it can be up to 1.2 million. But they usually don't get that. But she said, if we show them that we have all these applicants every year, one day they might give us a lot more money than just 500,000, she says. So she's asking for support to just keep applying if you're wanting a home. And then the other one we attended is just a couple of days ago. St. Mary's Food Bank that come here. We attended one of their conferences, and they have partnerships with a lot of programs. So they told us about all these programs that can help you start a food bank or food pantry. They have programs where they can help you if you want to start a summer, what do they call it, student meals, lunch, free lunches for the children up to a certain age. They can help you start up those kind of things. And then the St. Mary's Food Bank itself has some grants. If the chapter here is looking like for a forklift, its own forklift to lift all that pallets and stuff like that, we can apply for a grant to purchase one of those. So anything that has to do with food banks, food distribution, they can help us apply for grants to purchase what we need. Nila, whether it's equipment or laptops or things that have to pertain to the food bank. They also have state programs through DES, Department of Economic Security. They have state programs. Food stamps SNAP. That's what I found out. It's no longer called food stamps. But they have SNAP programs. And she said that when you apply, they have a program that helps individually, like a senior. If the senior, a husband and a wife, if they're under the federal poverty line and they apply, before both of them together, let's say would get $50 in this one voucher program, and that would be it. But and then with the matching $50, but for the both couples go a day, yeah, individually based, you know. So like the husband can get a $50 help with a $50 matching fund. So they have $100 to go to like Whole Food markets or to farmers markets to purchase some of their stuff. Although the wife can have her own. And each individual that applies for it and is qualified for it in a household, each individual will get that. So that's a program that they said that they have now. So it was interesting to find out all these things that have to do with food, distributing food and stuff like that. So we got to meet some people who run other types of programs in the communities. So it was interesting. Learned a lot. So that's my report. Do you have any? Secretary doesn't have any. The vice president doesn't have any. So other than that, don't forget to tell the veterans about their meetings, when the meetings are. Don't forget to tell permit holders that they don't need to come to permittees meetings, to district grazing meetings. And then we do have our crew hired for the renovation projects. They're gonna go ahead and start on those things now. Once they start getting supplies and everything, they're gonna start going home to home. Application, yeah, they use Nalanshi, that's what they're gonna do, start working in community like that. And then at the same time, our chapter manager is also working on getting proposals for the warehouse to be bought and then assembled and built. And then he's also working on the proposal for the house wiring electrification project too. So those two are coming. And we have to have all this encumbered by July 1st, which is just down the road around the corner. So that's as far as we got as chapter. So any other questions? Any other announcements that we might have forgotten to put on here? It's no longer Alta. Carol, yeah. Was it Carol Begay? No? We have a senior citizen. Yeah, I think her name is Carol Begay. And Loretta, can you repeat what you said? Okay. Does it say why they're closed? Trainings? Okay. But not all of it? Okay, I'll have the chapter manager talk with her to post notices way before. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I'll have the chapter manager talk with her. And okay. Well, we'll ask questions. We'll ask why, because they're supposed to have their own budget. They're supposed to be getting more money than when my Shema was over there. There's a lot of the things she had told us had changed. So we'll ask why. Oh, yeah. Okay. She told us that there was going to be a pellet stove that is coming. And then there were some things that were ordered and that's coming. So maybe, and she's newly hired too. She said she's only been at the job, what, a month and a half? 2 months? Yeah, Alta left us for Navajo, back to Navajo Mountain. So we'll give her a little bit of a chance to see what she does. But I'll have the chapter manager talk to her about some of your concerns. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I will definitely have the chapter manager talk with them. Yes? Okay. Noted. Yes, Jamie? Okay. Okay. Maybe that route will take with the chapter manager, call them over there. Okay. Note it. Record it. All right. Anything else? Okay. Okay. Navajo clothing is opening too is open now, right? Taking requests. So school-age children that are eligible for this program, tell their parents. Just let them know where to go. Billy? Yes.
Ade. Billy Goodman Jr. Ts'ah Bii Veterans Association. We had our meeting on Monday, and for your information, just pass on the word. We'll be meeting monthly on the first Monday, coincide with the planning meeting. So at the meeting, our primary mission for that day was to move some money around from transfer some funds for assistance with the Veterans Trust Fund monies. So we managed to move we're going to request to move $6,100. So we're still waiting for the minutes to be done. Then we'll submit it to the agency. So, but it'll take about a couple months at least to have the funds transferred. I mean, we did our part, but when the best on they take a while. You come out with various reasons, and I'm not going to relay that to me. It's alternate. Number two, we keep briefing that there's money that's available. Even in the report, there's $9,888 sitting as locally here. Just to clarify that, 44,888, that's 78 or 68, I forget the real number. We determined it to be for assistance. The other $5,000 is the new money, and that's for events. And both these policies are coming from the council. As one of them was approved with the comprehensive budget last year, the $5,000. This one came to us back in 2014 as supplemental funds, and then there was one subsequent to that. But and it was told to us that the veterans are applying for this, but the administration was telling them there's no money. There is money here for veterans. The problem is the policy for that fund, it's old. It's written back by Larry, my brother. And then it has categories for home improvement, home renovation. That's back when we had like $40,000+. Right now we're down to a little under $5,000 left. So we had to make a policy, revise a policy fitting to this money. So it's going to be just assistance for hardship, for home improvement, and burial. So I asked the admin to post it, and then they just gave it a different answer. So we're going to have it posted, just like on the webpage here. And as in the webpage, you see that policy, the proposed ones. There's going to be like the underlined items are new items. The cross-out items are either being revised or omitted. But once we approve it, it's going to go before the chapter for you guys to approve it, this policy for us. So until then, this will just be in the lobby. If you're interested, have your veterans come in and take a look at it and comment on it. If they need to make changes to this policy, they need to be here at the meeting. So those are our main items. The other one was we had an agency meeting. At the agency meeting, the director for the Navajo Nation Veterans Administration was there. She brought her staff from Western. And basically just everything is centered around the assistance, So for that type of assistance, there is money available. And I just discussed it as the first topic. We're going to be moving some money to make available for assistance. Right now, the budget like I need transferring money. That's what we're doing too. So making it available we're taking it out of categories where it says sitting, not being used. And the other item that was the heavy topic is the housing program. Right now, there's no housing in Western Agency. These other agencies, they're benefiting from having their homes built and stuff like that. They're getting people contracted. And Western Agency, there's nobody contracted to build homes, to modify homes, to renovate homes out in Western. So we're gonna keep addressing that. And that used to be my job, but now I'm just sitting out there in the audience along with everybody else. So, but I got my ways. Thank you. If any questions for veterans? If not,
Thank you. Data policy update nahingi when it comes before the chapter meeting. Don't forget that. And let your veterans know that you know. So, thank you, Shana, Billy, for your report. Anything else? We will continue to advocate for the veterans because we do have how many veterans in the community? 40, 42. Okay. They are. Yeah, yeah, Billy and Dellert, they do post their meetings, an announcement of their meetings online, because I get a notification from them because chapter president, so I get a notification on them on their meeting when their meeting is, and then they also post their Zoom that it's going to be if they want to join in virtually, they can join in virtually. So we just need to let others know and tell them, look on the chapter website, because most days a lot of people have their phones. They can do a lot of search on here. They can always go to the chapter website to look it up. So just advocate to them and tell them, hey, you're part of the Ts'ah Bii Veterans Program. Go listen to their meeting. Go get updated with what is coming up, what's going on. I advocate for them. Okay? All righty then. We're coming to the end of the meeting. Motion to adjourn? Pearl Smith and Jamie Notestein, seconds. All those in favor, raise your hands. Okay, oppose, abstain. Okay, meeting is adjourn at 2:57 p.m. with 22 approval, 0 opposed, 6 abstain. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Loretta and Alfred. Nakanatut us. Miss Elsie, thank you for attending our meeting virtually. I really, really appreciate you. I'll talk
Thank
to you
you. Guys,
later.
have a good day.
You too. Have a good day.